Hello, 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 hello there. Who is there? Who is there? Call me in half an hour. Okay. On December 11th, we have an event in Toronto to say Chemle Shalom to me, to go to Israel. So we're making a little video of the various mosdot here that I'm involved in. I told you that Avi is a very jolly gentleman.
His name is Ari, yes. And you better make a jolly film.
Lo hayiti Rothschild, kol hayom hayiti bidebam, lo hayiti ish ashir, az hayiti nach ktsat,
I was born in Germany. I survived the Holocaust by being in England and in Canada. I lived a quiet life of studying at university in Canada after being interned for 2 years as alien and shipped by the British to Canada. But somehow the image of 1 million Jewish children that were slaughtered by the Nazis always remained with me. And I feel, therefore, that we have an obligation to do honor to their memory by working for the Jewish people and helping to guarantee their existence physically here in Israel.
I was born in Germany, and when Hitler came to power, I was 12 years old. And when I was 18, we emigrated to New York. I asked my father to let me go to Palestine in 1936 to Kibbutz Chofetz Chaim, and he said, no, you go with us to New York. And I was 10 years in New York, and then that's when I met Kurt. I waited for him for 10 years. And
Why?
why? Because he was special. He's very special. He's one of a kind, and I waited for him. And then I got married, and we lived 10 years in Montreal. And then we moved to Toronto, and we've been there for the last 50 years. And now we are going to Israel, where I wanted to go in 1936.
We have 3 children, 21 grandchildren, and 38 great-grandchildren, and some more are on their way.
We love each other very much. But not always easy. Not always easy. He's never there. I had to make my own life. He's for the world, Jewish world community. That's his. That's him.
We are at Sherei Tzedek Medical Center. I'm at Yad Sarah. מכון טכנולוגיה, מכון לב, בגבעת מרדכי. We are at ישיבת הכותל. The day is short and the work is plentiful.
He's not a talker. He just isn't a talker. He's a doer.
I'm leaving now. Send this to Dubdavani.
Dolph Meyer's on the line for you.
Yeah, I'll see you next week. Hello, now I'm not in Israel. I'm in Toronto at the headquarter building of Toronto Jewish Federation. Yeah, hello there. Hello, I'm at Mizrahi right now. Mizrahi of Canada. Hey, I'm at Edith Rothschild schools here of Toronto.
I want to say that having seen him at work, it's the most unbelievable experience to learn from. He sends emails by the hundreds and he receives faxes. Once Kurt arrives, we know we need to fill up our fax machine every day full of paper.
I made a copy. Here. Without this lady, I wouldn't be able to function. She reminds me when I forget, and she keeps me going in all the day's activities. All the rabbis know her, all over the world, in Toronto, in Israel. They all know El Kapelt. So I'm lucky to have her.
The first day when I came, he kept me 2 hours overtime. I should have known at the beginning.
Some people think I'm a little meshuggah to have so many hats.
He is very determined and serious about raising money and helping people to better their life. He never gives up, and he knows, because of his own background in Germany and what happened to us, he believes in education and Jewish education and frum education, and he believes in it 100%, and he'll do anything to solicit.
That is the future of our people. Without education, we are lost.
He doesn't only work in order to help us, but I'm always glad to hear from him advice.
This Beit HaMidrash was, you remember, was the dream of the Canadian Friends.
I've never encountered a man who is so multifaceted, who is ready, despite not a young age, to help any Jewish cause that he believes in.
You are our backing. When we know that you are with us, we know that we can go further and further and make more and more chesed, more and more tzedakah.
It is for the kiyum of Am Yisrael to be first Avdei Hashem and Avdei HaUmah, and the students of Yeshivot Hesder lomdim Torah, they learn Torah, and they give service to Am Yisrael.
Kurt Rothschild is indeed a very unusual personality. Whenever there is a need for a volunteer leadership, Kurt Rothschild is there. He is a leader, leave alone a public leader, a leader by nature.
Kurt is a person who cares about the individual. No matter how great or small that person is, where he can help, Kurt has helped.
I don't see another one that the image and the example that he gives to the other is so strong as a Jewish, religious Jewish leader.
What's your secret?
I have no secrets. No secrets.
To me, being well and helping people to be well and stay well is the greatest thing. He wouldn't be able to do what he's doing if he was eating meat like other men a few times a week. No way, no way.
Eretz, 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 Eretz tchol ein ar,
והשמש לה כדבש וחלב. ארץ בה נולדנו, ארץ בה נחיה, ונשב בה יהיה מה שיהיה.
When I started out to get interested, it was a small little country of desert. And today, this building up of the Negev is as inspiring as pioneering 50, 60 years ago when the whole of Israel was sort of a desert.
ארץ, 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 ים אל מול החוף, ופרחים וילדים בלי סוף.
His Torah, his knowledge, his wisdom, his heart, all these things together really brought him to really fall in love with us. Without Kurt's help, nothing could have been done here.
ארץ שנוהר, היא לנו אם וער.
It caught out. We felt very bitter at the time it happened because these were our people. These Gush Katif people were religious, national, Zionists, Chalutzim in the best sense of the word. They were driven out unceremoniously in a very brutal way, without facilities having been prepared for them, where they would go. And that caught very much our attention. And that's how we got involved in a big way, trying to help them settle in the Negev. When I started out here, there was only this wooden water tower, and missiles were falling. Hello, Julie, I'm at the Hesde Yeshiva in Sderot, and we're going to the synagogue that we are building in the memory of Isaac Heppelin. And then we go back to Jerusalem. Very nice. Yeah, talk. So we are on our way.
To Jerusalem?
Yeah. People in Toronto from whom I collect money, and they find it a little too much, want me to live in Israel. And the people in Israel want me to live in Toronto in order to collect money for their undertakings.
Hey Kurt, welcome.
Hello there.
What do I owe this special occasion?
Well, they want to make a Hollywood production out of both of us.
Every time you come into my office is a Hollywood production. Your departure and your Aliyat to Israel is our loss in one sense, because you're one of the few people who can keep those bridges here in Toronto. You know, it seems with every generation the bridges between the parts of our community get a little more stressed and strained, and you're one of the few prominent leaders that go out of their way to minimize those gaps and minimize those strains. I hope that's a legacy that will stay here after you move to Israel.
Whatever I do, I consider a day's job.
People need a lot more days like that, I'll tell you that much. We all do. A day's job for you is like a year for most people, I'll tell you that much.
Well, we try. We try.
Well, Emina was the one project that I picked out from all the others when I was living in Toronto.
Toronto is a wonderful community, and we'll find it very, very hard to take leave of them. They've been supportive, loyal, friendly, loyal to Israel, loyal to Jewish life, to Jewish education. And we've acquired very many friends over the years that we've lived in Toronto. And we will always keep our tie to this beautiful city and to the many friends and family that we have there.
We wanted to present you with a graduation diploma, an honorary diploma, which makes you an official alumnus of East Time.
He's a man of very few words, but they really count when he says them.
Mizrahi is Eretz Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Torah Yisrael. And that principle has always been my agenda.
To you and Edith, I wish Hatzlacha and a great life in Israel, and I'm sure that we'll be hearing from you from time to time. L'chaim.
L'chaim, l'chaim, l'chaim. Good stuff.
Yeah.
We've reached the Kotel Ma'aravi, the Western Wall. For peace, for briut, for the good of Am Yisrael. Amdot hayu ragleinu b'Yishurai Yerushalayim. May our feet stand in your gates, Jerusalem. Yerushalayim of New York, Ir shechubra lo yachtov. Rebuild Jerusalem is a city that binds us all together, all of Am Yisrael.
This is, in short, our story, which has been duplicated 1 million times since Hitler, and it is our proof every day renews our belief in Hashem and how He runs the world.
All that I do every day, every week, is in her quiet way, due to my wife who supports me, not always happily because I'm too much away, but without her I would never have been able to do what I'm doing. And I realize it and appreciate it.
His great care about everybody and everything. His great concern and love for everybody.
כמים רבים נישא